Hello and welcome back to another Magic Sven video. Today we're going to be back in the Explorer queues playing just one of the most solid decks that are out there. It's Mono Blue Spirits. The idea is you can just play out a ton of these spirits. They all have flash or good evasive abilities. Of course they all have flying too. And then you put a Curious Obsession on one of them, hopefully, and then you can just keep drawing cards, and as you do that, you keep countering their spells too with Lofty Denial and Geistlight Snare, and you just play a nice little tempo game. I think this is one of the most solid decks you can bring in the queues right now, so let's give it a whirl. And we've got round one here on the draw. Looks like a pretty tasty hand. We're going to keep that one. This has flash. This gets pumped when other spirits enter the battlefield. It's just all good stuff here. Looks like they're on Spire Bluff Canal. I don't really want to give them a target just for free. So I guess I'll just play... Well, I've got a lot of stuff. It's going to hit something. And I do kind of want to just keep mana up for Lofty Denial next turn. I'm just going to play Ascendant Spirit. If they want to shock it, that's okay. They've got Consider. Alright, we'll take that. Strategic Planning. Looks like they're up to something. Those blue-red players up to something. Playing lots of instants. Probably a Phoenix in our future. More instants and sorceries to the graveyard, as expected. I can't counter them if they're going to play something really good. What would they play? I think I just want to play Supreme Phantom. Next turn I'll worry about getting more pressure. For now, this seems good and right. Important to realize that we can do this at instant speed as well. Now, there's no Faithless Looting in the format anymore. Okay, we get a shock, that's alright. And some sort of Lightning Strike, maybe? Wouldn't mind that too much. Lightning Axe, okay. And that's all just fine. So now I'm going to play Ascendant Spirit. Keep up my Denial, and then next turn I'll play the Spectral Sailor on the turn if they don't do anything worthwhile. Cackling Drake. It's something I do want to counter. Rattle Chains. Target spirits get hexproof. It's pretty darn good. So we are going to obsess here. Get in there. And I would love to draw a card. Thank you very much. We're going to pass the turn. Phoenix is totally fine. And so this becomes a 2-3. I think that's better. I can just attack right through this guy. Another Faceless Haven. Get in there, my spirit. They'll block, you bet. And now I can just pass, I believe. Ledger Shredder. So I'm going to play Rattle Chains here, because I don't want them to get their value. I'm going to just play all my stuff, basically. You can have Hexproof, for sure. And then I'll play Mausoleum Wanderer. Get everything out there. Another Wanderer. So I could make this a 4/4 base. Or I could attack with Faceless Haven. They'd have to take 7. I think I'm into that. Does look like they have something. I don't know what it is, but I'm not too worried about it. And let's hit with these guys. Good, good. Get them. And we'll draw our card, of course. Alright. No plays from the opponent there. Certainly helped that they had to, like, 2-for-1 themselves a few times here. Another Arclight Phoenix is going to get in there, which is interesting. Don't think I want to block. Take it. Geistlight Snare costs 0 mana. It's so good. Okay, so I hit with this for 7. Attack with everything. 7, 8. Yeah, given that I still can't quite finish the job here, I'm just going to attack like this. They might chump our Ascended Spirit at this point, but nope, they take it. We draw a card. Island is perfect, and we've got counter magic up. There's almost nothing they could do at this point. They've got a land. Would you like to attack? They would. No blocks, thank you. And we'll just go to our turn. Add some mana, activate this one. And send everybody in. They're going to fling my land. Sure, I'll counter it. Tap them out. Doesn't matter, they're still dead. Very nice, took down the Ledger Shredder deck. Very good, game 1. Alright, let's go to 2. Round 2 here on the play. Looks like a good enough hand to me. We got a 1-drop, we got 2-drop. Sure. Missing some counter magic and maybe the Curious Obsession, but what are you going to do? Can't ship them all back. Gigantha, I'm not sure what that means. Maybe sacrifice. Next turn I'll probably keep up the 2 mana. They shipped that one back. Okay. That works for me. Let's play the Ascended Spirit. See what kind of deck you are over there. Pretty sure it's going to be sacrifice. Nope, I am entirely wrong. It's some sort of aggro artifact deck. Interesting. I don't think I'll block. And they've got Ornithopters. It'll definitely be interesting what variety they are. I imagine it's some kind of scissors deck. I'm going to race them. I think we can do that perfectly fine. I'll take 5 next turn if I have to, but I've got Brazen Borrower. Man, we're getting in there. What do you think about that? No, I don't think much of it, I guess. Wouldn't be too surprised to see some burn spells. There's a portable hole. Okay, down goes the Phantom. imagine they'll get in for 1. Shadow Spear is a good one, especially if you're trying to race. So it is 2 to equip. Or Ornithopters, you got it. Imagine they'll hit me for 1 here. They sure do. Land is a good draw. I'll get in there. If they want to block, I will pump the Ascended Spirit. Totally fine with that. Otherwise, I'll just pass the turn. We're still, like, kind of just winning the race for now. Yeah, I will pump. I don't mind. I've got other things I can do. And there's the Ingenious Smith. That's probably the card that we were maybe most worried about. So this is gonna grow every time they play an artifact. They got Patchwork Automaton, which will grow itself. Do I want to kill that? I think I do. The Spectral Sailor is not going to get through the Ornithopter, and there's a world in which that Gingerbread could be very problematic. Problematic Gingerbread. So this does get flying at the next go round. Let's send them in. Would like a land. We are definitely going to need that at some point here. I think Shacklegeist is where I want to be, though. This will give me good routes to tapping down their large creatures. Yeah, this is just like a little too slow, you know? I'll take the 2, no problem. Mausoleum Wanderer. So I'll play this one. And then we'll attack here. Do a cool 4 to them. They drew another land, which they were pretty desperately wanting. Let's see what other stuff they've got. All that glitters. Okay, this only does it for my creatures, right? Instant or sorcery order. Oh, counters an instant or sorcery. Okay. And this also only... Okay, that's fine. 7/7. It's large. But we're going to be able to bounce it at some point. And Stone Coil is a 1/1. It resolves. This does not have trample, which is important. So we're going to play Rattle Chains. And sure, this will get a Hex Curve. We'll do our chumping. And there's the land we were looking for. Okay, so now we go to combat, attack here. See if they want to do any chump blocking themselves. They don't. And I'm just going to pass. I'm going to let them try and equip the Shadow Spear. All seems extremely likely that they want to get that on the Automaton. Alright, perfect. Then we bounce this. We pay for the ward. Resolves. Don't expect them to have any kind of protection here. That would be nuts if they drew it off the top. Let's pay the 2. They might have it? Okay. Phew. It was giving them a pause, which was certainly giving me pause. Gingerbrew. Gingerbrew is fine. Take my 4. Send them all. Send them both. They've got some good chunk blockers now. Okay, no blocks. Lofty Denial is fine. So they block here. I want 2 spirits up for this Shacklegeist ability. Tap a creature I don't control. So what we're going to do, we're going to attack with these 2. That'll do them 4, and then we're just going to pass. This has flash, this is also flash, because it's counterspell, of course. I mostly suspect they're just going to try to equip. In which case, I will be tapping that down. Let's tap you. And they should be dead next turn because we've got enough blockers. We'll counter this. We're attacking for a bunch of damage in the air. They can only block 2 of it. Just have to make sure we do this. Send them in. That was cool. That was a fun type game against an artifact aggro deck. Good old Shadow Spirit putting in the work. Well, would have been if we hadn't been tapping down all the creatures. Very good. Let's go to the next round. 3rd round here. We're on the play. We've got spirits, ways to protect them, missing out on the counter spells. But I'm still going to keep this. It's good enough. We got 1 drops. We got 2 drops. What more could you need? Anything else would just be greedy. Play the Mausoleum Wanderer to start with. I'm not going to worry about holding up protection because like none of my spirits are even that exciting right now. We'll just hit for 2. And Pyromancer. Looks like we'll be doing a little bit of racing. But we'll play the Faceless Haven. And I'll run a Rattle Chain out there. You can have Hexproof. And yeah, I'm just going to run them all out because I'll be happy to just tap down this Pyromancer. Pay you for 5. Bam, bam. And so we will tap you down. We're at 8 19. We're attacking for 6 in the air. Soulscar Mage comes on down. Another Pyromancer. Take our 2. Yeah, we'll just send the crew right now. End the turn. This kind of stops them from attacking me too, willy-nilly. Got the Haven up. Well, they're still doing it. I guess they could cast Embercleave, but that's fine. Looks like they do have removal. And the Shackle Wrist is going to slip out the back. Jack. They had no responses to that, so whatever they had is not instant speed. So I think they already played their land drop, which would mean that they are dead. Wow, well, that was easy. Sometimes you can just race the blue decks. Love to see it. Or, I'm the blue deck. They can't race the blue deck. You can race the red decks. Very good, let's go to the next. This hand is a little shoddier, but you know, it's got a creature, it's got a Curious Obsession. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Anywhere else? Boreal Grazer. That's actually something that could go pretty darn wrong. Oh my god. The 0-3 Reach, our downfall. The one thing we could never beat. Hate to see it. They're shocking in to play Dryad. And more lands. Well, we're going to put Shacklegeist and we're going to tap down the Grazer in turn. This is fine. Hopefully they don't kill us with something this turn. I think I did need to play the Shacklegeist. I can certainly see leaving the counter up, but then I'm making no board progress. I'm not big. Yeah. That's okay. It's alright. Play their first land. Yeah, they sure do. Pass 2 attackers. I don't mind them hitting me. No blocks, fine. And let's tap this. It's Curious Obsession. Here. Get in there with that. Draw some cards. Slip out. It's okay. It's just really hard to deal with the Omnath. I was worried about that, but you can't play around everything, I guess. This is fine. They get their life, and they get the mana. And they're going to dome us. They're going to get full value. Full value? Alright. Do your thing, do your thing. Golos. Yeah, Golos is where we draw the line here. This is what this denial was for. Golos kind of just moves by itself. Another obsession. They're like so obsessed with me. Let's play this. put the second obsession on the Wanderer. And we're going to start hopefully drawing cards. So let's get in there. There's 6 flying. Interesting that this can target your opponent's stuff too. It's pretty good. Get a draw in. I will draw and end the turn. Now, hopefully they don't have a whole lot in their hand. You can beat Omnath if it's just Omnath. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't have another land, so they've got 2 action spells in hand. Or they just have Fatal Passage. Interesting. And they cycle the Triumph. That's fine. I'll take my 6 this turn. Just have to keep in mind that they can be building us at any time, basically. This one does not have flash, which is important to remember. Maybe should have played a pre-combat just for the 1/1 value. I'm thinking about this one. Okay. Getting there with our guys. Our counter spells are actually not that good because they'll have tons of mana up. But we're drawing cards, which is good, of course. Draw land. Draw a Lofty Denial. We'll play Shackle Geist. Pass to you. And we're going to tap down their Omnath when they go to attacks. Which they're doing right now. So tap that. Take our medicine. Lotus Cobra is fine. Same plan. Still just getting in there. Tapping on that. Yeah, we're definitely tapping stuff down because we're losing the base due to on-math life gain right now. Let's see what they got here. Go save you. So this phases out enchantments as well. That's how phasing works, apparently. I had no idea, so good to know. Get the Wanderer. Draw the card. Supreme Phantom is nice. We will play it. Very happy to play it. And we'll pass the turn. Shackle Guy's still unable to block flyers, but we can tap and still block with the Supreme Phantom if we feel like it. We are going to tap though. Tap you, tap. Okay. So they didn't do anything. They can gain 4 life at any time. We're attacking for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. Which is obviously not enough, so we're just going to hit with the Curiously Obsessed Spirits. And they're going to have to make some moves here soon. Draw some cards. Still drawing lands. Faceless Haven was very good, though. Can tap an extra blocker. Yes, I would like to draw an extra card. Okay, we got the Faceless Haven. And we're going to place the Supreme Phantom at number 2. And then pass the turn. Notice cover is totally fine. And land. So they're going to gain life. And that's it. We were just able to pull ahead. That's kind of been my experience with those Omnath decks too. Like, Omnath is good, but then the rest of your cards can be kind of stinky. Really glad we saved our counterspell for that Golos. I think that made all the difference. This was the card that was going to beat us. If they were just sitting there activating Golos over and over again, we're going to lose. But if they have Omnath out, we can tap it down so we're not losing 4 damage a turn. And like, you can have mana, but if you don't have anything to do with the mana, then that's how we can still win. A good one. Let's go to the next hand. Round 5 here with a lovely hand. We're going first. We've got Ascendant Spirit. We're keeping. Hopefully we'll just draw control before they can even really stop us. That's always kind of the plan, I guess. May just go for a Rattle Chains or Shackle Guys next turn. I want to have a Obsession Protection. Well, maybe less so now, though. No, I think I'm still into it. The Shackle Geist will be good at some point if they're just like beefy green. And then next turn, if they turn out to be, like Flash, we can have protection up still. We'll play Curious Obsession here. And this is why we play our protection. Okay, they had Mystical Dispute, though. It's pretty good. And now I am going to just do this again. If they've got a bounce spell or something, that's fine. We'll draw our cards, though. Yeah, I assume this is Flash. Okay, they do have the Brazen Ball to deal. And another Growth Spiral. That is fine. We're going to keep just resolving our spells. And eventually hope that just a bunch of flyers is enough to take them down. Getting under their counter walls. Cultivate. Okay, didn't expect Cultivate. Interesting. Well, let's just go. And I think I will activate here. Hitcha. Pass the turn. And let's see what this green-blue ramp deck can do. Hydrate Crisis. It's pretty good. Draw 2, get a 5/5. Classic. We'll play Rattle Chains. And almost win, but not quite. So we'll tap this creature. tapping here. And there's just no way to do it, is there? Yeah, I'm just a mana short, so we're going to attack with all. And pass the turn. Say, hey, what can you do? Can you stop my onslaught of spirits? And no, they cannot. Wow. Yeah. Hydroid Crisis, you know, it's a big flying blocker, but I've been really impressed with Shackle Dice. It's always like these little flyer decks, they always had problems when somebody plays like a big one giant flyer to block them all. But when you have Shackle Dice, it just doesn't matter. It's like, okay, I can't even be worried about like losing a creature every turn by just attacking into it. I just tap it down and then you're dead. Yeah, real impressive. We'll be back for the wrap up. And yeah, what can I even say about this deck? It pretty much saw a lot of the big decks in Pioneer. I think we missed like Sacrifice and Fight Rigging and that kind of stuff. Like, we didn't see everything, but it pretty thoroughly smashed a wide range of decks and without even that much trouble. I think this deck is just really, really good. If you're looking to go out in the Explorer queues and just, you know, rank up a bit, it doesn't cost that many wild cards. The only problem is that the wild cards that it does use are used only in this deck, basically. Like, I've got Supreme Phantoms now, but, you know, it's only going to fit into this Mono Blue Spirits deck, basically. But I very heavily recommend this deck. It was a lot of fun playing. If you like these tempo games, it's great for that. And thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a like or subscribe. I would appreciate that. And we will catch you next time. Thanks again.